utiai. Hakane yute. Keusu. Makia no taiga. Utiai.
Why are you talking to that horse? Why am I covered in dirt?
I buried you.
Why am I alive?
Eight men rode into canyon. I dug 7 graves. Horse says you are a spirit walker. A man who has been to the other side and returned. A man who cannot be killed in battle. Something very wrong with that horse.
If we ride together, we ride for justice.
Justice is what I seek, Kimosabe. People think you are dead. Better to stay that way.
You want me to wear a mask?
There'll come a time when good man must wear mask.
All right. Let's do this.
New trailer. I think it solves some of the problems that I had with the first Lone Ranger trailer, I guess you could say the teaser, and then it starts to flesh out the story a little bit, and also it kind of assuages my concerns about Armie Hammer. When I saw the teaser, I was like, can he possibly keep up with Depp? And I think, I saw Mirror Mirror recently. I rented it. It was a solid film, but I think Armie Hammer did a nice job there with comedy and a fantasy comedy, I guess you could say. And it looks like he's doing a pretty good job with fantasy comedy here. So when I see this trailer and I see him interacting with Depp more, I begin to feel that maybe he can spar with him successfully. That that Armie Hammer and Depp can make a good pair. So that really, squashes a huge concern that I had. I also have to say that I really like the supernatural element they're introducing here. It plays in beautifully with the Native American angle. I think it's more authentic. I like that a lot. I like that the Lone Ranger, because he doesn't have any superpowers, so I think but now they kind of give him like a mystical one maybe, like the man who can't be killed, and I think that kind of solves a problem of updating the character while at the same time not totally just throwing away his old school roots. But at the same time, though, domino masks don't hide anyone's identity. It's so frustrating for them to be like, everyone thinks you're dead, so we might as well let them stay that way, and you put on this mask. And as soon as you rode into town, they'd be like, hey, that's that guy, we thought we were dead. Just for some reason he has like that silly mask on. I would have preferred for them to, if they're going to go with the supernatural route, that maybe Johnny Depp knows like some kind of like confusion spell or masked identity spell. So whenever anyone looks at Armie Hammer, they just maybe see a blur, or they can't quite make out his features. I think that would have been more interesting, and it would have gone with what they're doing here. So on one hand, they're updating it, but on the other hand, they have this one element that's just such a slave to like 1920s, 1930s superheroes. It just doesn't work. But again, so I like a little bit of the backstory. I think this seems fun. But I have to say that even though I will definitely see this movie, I like Depp when he does this. I like Depp's zaniness. I've not been disappointed yet. I liked Alice in Wonderland. So this looks funny. I like when he says there's something wrong with that horse. But I have to say, this movie still seems very small to me for a film that cost at least $250 million to make. So far, I'm not seeing it at all. This looks like it's like a cheap buddy movie so far. They're just talking in the desert. So I think that they need a wow trailer already. They're competing with some really other great trailers that are starting to come out for the summer, and I do not still see a wow moment from this film. So, I mean, I guess the only wow moment is Johnny Depp with the bird on his head, but we've already seen that. That was leaked as a picture from the set a long time ago. So they need to bring something fresh and new here, because I think that in terms of buzz, it's falling behind a little bit. What do you think? Do you think that Armie Hammer looks like he can match Johnny Depp, joke for joke? Do you think the domino mask is as silly as I do? And what do you think of introducing a more supernatural element? I believe the original Tonto was more just a Native American stuff with the tracking and those kind of elements. But what do you think of bringing in this mystical, spiritual side? So write your thoughts down below. And as always, thank you for coming to Beyond the Trailer, not just for the latest trailers, but these quick snapshot reviews. Thanks for watching.